go live, and then I'm going back on here. Okay, there we are. All right, so let's check and see. And we are live on Facebook now. All right. So hi, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us on our Facebook. This is an impromptu. We kind of knew that we were going to do this live, but we didn't say anything to anybody because we wanted to surprise ourselves as well as all of you. I want to, with warm hearts and welcome, I want to invite you guys all to meet, if you haven't already known, Anouk Sophia. She is currently doing a 108-day mindfulness or presence, 1 minute of presence each day for 108 with her group. I fell upon it and think it is breathtaking, to say the least. And I would like to give this space and platform for her to meet all of you guys and you to meet her, because I do strongly believe in what she's doing. Things. I'll pass it over to Anouk.
Thank you so much, Ella. Such a gift to be here speaking with you and sharing more about the project. Yes, shall I tell you a little bit more what the project is? The 108 Days project?
Yes, please.
So it felt very important at a year like now, at a time like now, the year 2020, with all of the changes that we're experiencing on planet Earth, as well as our own personal changes, because whether we like it or not, we are all being asked and invited to make great changes in our own personal lives. And when I sat with it and I was kind of asking guidance, asking the universe what would come next, and the deep sense I had was that we really need to be in agreement to create something new. We may all have an idea of what the new can look like, and perhaps my heart for the new and the picture and the dream for the new is not necessarily the picture and the dream for somebody else. And it felt really important that unless we were in synchronicity, really aligning all of us with a clear image, we might not even know what that is. This is why it felt so important to do this no mind, so no thought, rather, one mind and no thought. So in other words, we are doing 108 days meeting for 1 minute at 1 p.m. GMT. So wherever you are in the world, we'll synchronize globally for 1 minute with the quest to stay open. Important because unless we were empty, we couldn't receive what the new vision could be. Because as I was saying, unless we're in agreement, and we're all in so many ways framing the future with the reality that we are now, or what we wish to go out from the past, or even with tools from another era, and we're going into a whole new age, a whole new epoch, into the age of Aquarius. So whatever fitted us in our lives and our society and the systems that we've used are really obsolete, and how could we bring balance unless we could be in one mind, in agreement? So I thought, I felt, and I offered it, if we would like to be in this one mind, open space, like creating this vessel where we have no agenda, no intention other than be so fully present for what could come, for what could be, what we could see as one mind. So, imagine having my lens and your lens and somebody else's lens, but everything just aligning so that it's clear to see what could be in the future, something that hasn't necessarily been seen before. And we're going all the way into the alignment of the solstice of December 21st, 2020. So thank you.
I think it's absolutely beautiful. I'm not even sure how I fell upon your group and how I fell upon you. To tell you the truth, I have no clue how it did, but I'm extremely grateful for it. and for everything you just explained. I just want to put a side mark, but there may be a little bit of a connection issue, so hopefully it hasn't interrupted much, but just putting it out there just so we're aware of it. But from everything that you just spoke about, I think one of the most grateful things I think that I owe to this experience, at least from my slither of the you, is you're able to articulate it to a certain degree that I think a lot of us, at least for myself, is trying to kind of conceptualize and put into words, and you're able to at least have it formulated in some kind of form, which is amazing because it's really bringing all these different lenses or having this concept or this spark or just really understanding that we're stepping into this kind of environment and we're forming and we're building or creating together what that looks like now. But instead of using the old system of our mind and our thoughts, we're kind of just bringing presence so divine can come through with us all, through that universal mind that you were speaking about. And this is something I've spoken about in a soft way, not knowing how to introduce it to people, but I've alluded to it. And I think having more of a collective presence now that we're bringing online for each other, as we all are part of this little flickering switch, is really creating this understanding in a divine way, in an unknowing way, is through that presence that you provide and that open space. I think I've alluded before that it's really hard for me to conceptualize what I understand that you're doing. And when you say, I'm like, yes, you're saying the words I want to say and I can't get out of my mouth. But I also wanted to kind of just quickly go about and say that just so for other people to have kind of a concept who maybe may not fully understand, or maybe they do understand, but they still need a little bit more. What exactly created the divine spark for you to know that, or that inspiration of knowing this? What was like the aha, like kind of click, if you could describe that?
Yes, I think many things. One was my own quest into feeling, would this be the moment, when I could see that everywhere around the world, everyone was being asked to go within, to stop work, to, take time out, to be maybe by themselves. I was in many ways hoping, trusting that people would really go within, really grab that moment to say, now is my time, where they may have been busy, with jobs, maybe jobs that they didn't fill them. And would this be the moment that humanity would come and like each individual would look within and almost, look at their lives and realize, is this really who I am? Is this really what my heart truly desires? Is this what my soul is guiding me, depending on the level of their awareness, of their consciousness. And the more I looked, the more it felt like, no, wait a minute. This is a good thing. We could potentially now just, look outside of ourselves, having looked within, and then like what we're doing now, I know it's a technology, but in so many ways we're looking into each other's eyes and we're saying, yes, we are agreeing to something new, and we don't know what that is or how exactly we go about, but we understand that we are at this great potential, this great threshold. And so I think this was one of the drives, and a lot of it was, it can be seen in so many different ways. This is an ancient poem from a great Sufi master, Rumi. Who said, beyond ideas of right doing and wrongdoing, there is a field. And yes, this is an interpretation. This is my interpretation, that if we would just let go of what I think is right or what I feel is wrong, and my own filter of how I want this to be and how I want this to come about. What if we just meet each other in the field, literally, and see what wants to come in as this agreement, and hence I feel that having had this 1 minute of no thought allows us to slowly feel what it feels to be perhaps into that potential for unity consciousness.
Yes, I think that's so beautiful that you brought up that heart opening. That, like, I just recently in the past 2-3 weeks have like devoted myself into this romance with Rumi, and to have that heart opening expression that it provides, and his vessel that he kind of emanates is that cosmic heart, and that heart opening that really just emanates through him. And through that, it's not even about the words, it's about the vibration and the sound, the resonance, and the echo, the overtone that it creates, and that resonance. So when you walk into the field, it could be the middle of our heart and that resonance of our whole heart. And it's that vibrational field inside that whole field that is creating the universe. And we are just part of the universe, and it's just melding together as one constant vibration. So I think that's the way that one can try to understand the whole cosmic joke and cosmic love of Rumi's poems, and our understanding of the cosmic heart, and also this moment in time that not to allow our mind to get away with it and all those other things. It's just to come back to that resonance of the heart, that cosmic heart, that echo that we emanate from, that is outside of us and inside, and it's equal. There's a neutral connection. You talk about neutrality, I believe, in some of your meditations or segments. They're about 13 minutes a day, and for 1 minute silence, and then you have a bit of a dialogue before. And I remember you speaking about the echo, and the echo of the heart, and the echo of the sound, and how our intentions and vibrations echo throughout the universe and echo throughout the whole time and space. And these are all such profound, and they're very profound, complex situations that are so simple from the heart space, and inviting them back into our environment and back into our field, and understanding the simplicity of beauty and beauty of simplicity through these cosmic intelligence of just of that heart space is, I think, the real truth of what we're developing at this time in this moment, and what your container is helping people revive into. And it's not just, I think we're all going into it in one way or another into that space, but the layering and the lenses that it develops really is capturing what somebody may not know. I think I have to go back to the way I resonate with this 180 days, is that it's allowing me to conceptualize what my knowing knows. And I thank you for that. And I think that's very, very beautiful. And I think that's all I could say on that level. And I think I'll be rambling if I say more. So I was thinking, if you want to, and if you feel up to it, maybe bringing us into that presence and having them see what they can, having everyone see what your container has every day for the 108 days, and what that is like and that experience is like, and understanding that this is something we all can kind of tap into and go into it much more, and the profoundness of the simplicity of the beauty.
Sorry, got cut off a little bit. Are you saying I should guide for a moment? For a minute?
Yes, please.
Okay. So I'll just try a little introduction into the minute. Okay, we can do that. Thank you for joining me in this. Thank you so much for this opportunity, Ella. It's truly a divine orchestrated minute. Thank you. So yes, one good day to drop in at will, because here we are, having a conversation, and maybe whoever's listening to this live will catch the video snippet at some point later. We are all busy with our own lives. We all have this amazing potential to create what we wish, and we are so powerful in our own knowing and our own mind. So just allowing ourselves to drop into that space with the breath, that point that is also physical in the body. And maybe sometimes it helps to bring the physical hand to a space, whether that is bringing the hands together, whether it's bringing the hand to the heart, even the belly of the heart. And just notice yourself returning to yourself, fully present to your breath, and choosing for 1 minute, only one short minute, to open your mind and be that open space, that open vessel. Just like that space between the inhale and the exhale, that feel-good space. And so I'll stop talking now and allow you to feel that space of just emptiness, breath. And the invitation is to be in it for 1 minute or less. Thank you all. Felt like it was around 1 minute.
So, thank you so much for that 1 minute. Breathe into it a little more. I also feel the beauty about that 1 minute presence is that breath we take into it. And I think you speak about this a lot, and the breathing into that, and the collective breath we take in and then we exhale from. And breathing into it's building that essence of the universe and the divine and the energy, the life force of that new energy that's coming through. This new, I think you have a saying that says the palette that I'm probably butchering it so bad, but it's the palette, the paint that we palette, the colors we paint with. I'm saying it so wrong, I'm so sorry. And it's I think the breathing into that and really creating this new abundance that we are not fully aware of, but this vessel and this connection and that connection of the breath is very, very aware of. I'm very full of that. And I thank you that. I thank you for that. I thank you for that. I thank you for that.
We are all in this together. This is the beauty of it, you know. It's like we really need each other at this time, and it's a good way of being present and in agreement by really having no agenda, no thought, no no expectation of what can be, because there is so much potential when we just stay still, right?
Thank you. I think your wisdom is profound, and we are all in this together. And thank you for being the voice in the individual that's able to conceptualize and put it into form and articulate it the way that maybe some of us are still trying to catch on to, or maybe it's all divinely orchestrated that we're all in our different situations. But thank you for being that reflection and that mirror in the collective right now for that. I praise that. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for your time. Thank you. Thank
No
you for
worries.
sharing what you share and all the amazing sacred sites that you are bringing new
Thank
seeds
you.
of information to the planet.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing your beauty and your path with us.
Thank you. Thank you.
We got this.
We got this. Yeah, sometimes I need to remind myself that we got this. Sometimes I'm just like on my throat. I think right now on a personal level, I'm going through a big body rewrite. Along with your brain, I think that's another thing that I call sovereigns to in your 1 minute presence, because we're so used to using our mind and go action, and you really are not just taking the divine feminine essence, you're taking the neutrality of the universe and divine itself in neutrality, so both balance in a wholeness. There's no feminine or masculine, it's just the wholeness, the whole creation itself, and you're bringing it presence and allowing that to really take the wheel. Whereas we're very much used to doing it one way, or doing it with, we must do feminine, not masculine, and it's still polarized in our minds. We're still using this. And I take sovereigns to what you are creating and developing for us to tap into and remember, help us remember, because our physical body is going through something, and our emotional body is going through something, and our casual body and our etheric body is coming into us more. And as our etheric body is forming into our center more, you're creating that space where we can erase any thought patterns. So my physical body thanks you as well. Yeah, but yeah, as everybody on this page knows, I am currently in Turkey, and I've been doing grid work. And then for those viewers who don't know me, I'm Ela Rah la Melchizedek. I've been on this path consciously for about 4 years only, and I've been doing international grid work for about a year and a bit, about a year, let's say 18 months, year and a half. And I currently came off of Hawaii. I was in Peru, Hawaii, and I was in Sedona before, and now I'm currently stationed in Turkey. I'm currently in Ephesus. I'm taking a hiatus for this Rosh Hashanah to Yom Kippur, because even though I'm not Jewish, I resonate greatly with this holiday. There's always been a very nurturing holiday that allows me to set into my intentions of my divinity and of my spirituality. And I use these 10 holy days up to Yom Kippur to really understand what I spiritually went through this past year spiritually. So it really allows me to deepen into that, and also increase the light inside my body as well. I'm stationed here. I have a lot of content on my Facebook page as well, and on my YouTube. I know you just recently made a YouTube page as well. Your YouTube channel you just recently have.
I've just decided it would be a good idea. I'm often having this wonderful, amazing connections, conversations, and I've been posting them on the different groups that I hold. And I thought it's about time that somebody new might find it. So yeah, it's my name, Anouk Sophia is the
Okay, perfect.
I'm on YouTube.
Yeah. So so you can find each of us on YouTube, just to have that little information part for individuals who want to connect with us deeper. But I highly recommend Anouk's group, 108 Days. Is it 108 Day Challenge, is it called, or is it?
It's the 108 Days Project.
Projects, yeah. So stepping into 1 minute of silence or presence. And it's about 13 minutes long, each segment. The one you did yesterday, I just listened to it, and I feel like everything I was kind of like looking for, you said it in that 13 minutes. And I was like, there's all the answers to my questions right there. I think I praised you enough in this segment, but I just thank you so much for being able to conceptualize and inform what I think at least a good percentage of us, or at least me personally, have been trying to kind of conceptualize and get out of my mouth, and you were able to do that. So thank you.
Always an honor. Always an honor. And this is, let that be for everyone. It's such an honor to be present to the soul, and whatever you're meant to bring to the planet, do it.
Do it.
Pick up where you left off and get on with it. It's a beautiful journey to be in the seat of the soul, in the presence of that divine inner wisdom. Thank you so much, Ella.
Thank you so much, Anita. So I think we'll leave it to that. I was going to ask you for final words, but I think that kind of encapsulates the final words right there. You really just gave it. So I will add the link at the top of this video would be the links to the groups and anything else you need to contact either of us. Thank you so much, and I hope you all have a wonderful day and bring much virtue and love to open your heart space to this presence and to this environment that is forming at our fingertips through our breath, through our beingness, through our creations, through our heart space itself, and our knowingness, interconnectivity of the universe. So much love and blessings.
Thank you. Thank you.